Oh, hello. Welcome back to Hardcore, where so far we've made this bamboo starter village that even Minecraft themselves posted about. And we've also done the most important thing that you can do in the whole of Minecraft and made a paradise for these guys. And as you can see, they absolutely love the place, although they do have a bit of a tendency to try and escape. But I will make them love it! But as you can see, in the process of making this thing, we made an absolutely horrific mess, and I am still yet to clean it up. And whilst I do love our little bamboo starter village, our storage house is starting to look a little bit full and pretty disorganised. So today we're going to build this area up a little bit and create an absolutely massive house, completely filled with chests. But a storage house isn't really enough, is it? So let's find a way to help cure my laziness and maybe hide a few cheeky little farms in there as well. So first things first, let's find a place to put this build. And if we hop into FreeCam quickly, I'm thinking that this little area over here would be a good spot. But this is where deciding to base out of a really dense jungle becomes a bit of a problem. Tree chopping time! And now we have a clean slate, it's time to make an outline for a house. So let's go grab some random blocks, that'll do nicely, and go and give it a go. And my approach is generally a bunch of shapes mashed together and then kinda try to make it work. So for this one we have 15 by 11 rectangle, another 11 by 7 rectangle, another 7 by 7 shape, and a 5 by 5 tower at the back. And other than some pretty dangerous holes, that should do the job. And now I think it's probably a good idea to get our main farm running to start building up resources while we build. So let's keep our eye on the prize. Sorry, it's an iron farm. Which of course means we're going to need some villagers, and I'm thinking a little cheeky villager breeder will do us well for future trades and other villager related shenanigans. So yeah, wish me luck. Ugh, villagers. But they are here now after an averagely epic journey, and we've set up this really simple villager breeder which I will link in the description. And oh yeah, we've got a new feline friend. Hope you have some name ideas in the comments. And in theory, if we tower up here and give these guys a little bit of bread, some for you, and some for you. Oh. Second time lucky. In theory, we should get a little baby. Ooh, I think I heard little baby. Oh my god, I totally forgot. We get the jungle villager skin. This looks so much better than this guy's boring parents. But we can't have this set out here looking like this, can we? So in true snow procrastination style, let's delay building our house by building another house. And here's a really quick video of me building that house in less than 3 seconds. And it's ever so slightly better than being out in the open, but cozy would be an understatement. Is it just me, or does that just look like a massive, giant, weird villager head? But it'll do nicely to give us the villagers that we need for the next thing that's on our list, which is that long overdue iron farm. And once again, I will probably go for an underground iron farm because I like to hide these things away. And I think it will probably go in this little section of the house, and we can create a little stairs that go down towards where the iron farm is. And we're going to use this nice and easy video to follow, which I will link below. And while I make that quickly, you can I don't know, do a dance in your living room or something. That was weird. And the other thing that's weird is the surrounding area is now kind of filled with random buttons. And that's because the iron farm is now complete, and we need to make it so that bit up there is the only place that the golems can spawn. Seems to work alright. which means buttons everywhere within a 16 block radius because I decided to build it right next to a blooming cave. So now that's chugging along nicely, the next priority is some better automated food. Time for another farm then. And because I really can't be bothered to keep manually cooking food, I'm thinking that this little section of the house would be great for, let's call it a chicken sanctuary. And I'm using this Chapman video to help me make it, but the one that I want requires the entrails of a green slimy monster that my mob drop storage currently doesn't have. So time for an epic journey to go and find one. Well, while you recover from that average epicness, I'll show you a beautifully complete chicken farm. Well, I say complete, I need to get these guys in here and then keep breeding these guys up until we have 24 in there, which is the most that will fit in there before entity cramming becomes a thing and they all just kind of cease to exist. So I'll keep doing that and then talk about the next farm, which is going to be a very cozy, which is code word for small, auto smelter. And for that final of our 3 farms, it's time to bring back a very special segment from the past. Average redstone with average snow, teach you all the things that you need to know. Yes, it's time for average redstone with average snow, where an absolute redstone genius teaches you how we make a farm.
Average Snow is an idiot. Wow, breaking news. Everything he's about to show you has been learned from a Misty Cat video, which is linked in the description. It's highly likely Snow has it all wrong, and it's fully recommended that you just watch the video and ignore everything Snow says. I know I always do.
So let's make a smelter, and then tell you all about it. So over here we put some stuff that we want to cook into this box. This then drops into the super collector down here. We then have this switchy thing. When we flip the switchy thing, it makes the speedy track light up, and it makes the super collector shoot across the speedy track and the normal tracks. It shoots over these sucky things, and then it drops the items that we want to cook into these hot cobble boxes. But wait, it won't cook because there's no fuel to cook it. So we have to go over here and we have the same setup that we do over there. But in this box, we put some coal. Then we flip the switchy thing, and instead of sending the super collector over the top of the hot cobble boxes, it sends it across the back. You can then see that everything starts to light up and start cooking away. We then turn off the switchy things over here, and then in this box, we have some nice warm chicken for dinner. And that was average redstone with average snow. Average redstone with average snow, teach you all the things that you need to know. And now we've eventually got these 3 farms sorted, should we finally get around to building a big box around it? But it's starting to get a bit ridiculous how painfully low on resources we currently are. So let's have a super satisfying resource gathering sesh. So here we go, several chests filled to the brim with bits and bobs, and we are ready to get started. The chickens, they're so loud. And we will get started by building up some walls with a similar palette to the one that we used on our bamboo village over there. Time lapse time! So that's done. I had to change it up. So originally we had stripped spruce logs, but it kind of blended too much with the walls. So I'll swap them out for jungle and a few mangrove. Next up, it's time for a lid to sit on top of this thing. I got a bit overexcited and also popped in a bit of a tower at the back, which is completely for show and empty and serves no purpose. And it's coming together, but it's all starting to look a little bit pathetic at the moment. Now for the final touches of some windows, detailing, and more chimneys than really is necessary. That's it! all done from the outside, but it does feel like there's one final small thing missing. So to really finish it off, let's dip into the comments for a little bit of Snow does something from the comments you can join in too.
Yeah.
Yes, once again, Snow Does Something is back, and this week it comes from Anna, who suggested that a sniffer would be pretty handy around here. And you know what? I like that idea. Be right back.
A few moments later. Much later.
And then we'll pop that there and give it a cheeky bone meal. Much better. And obviously it wouldn't be a Snow Does Something without... Oh, yeah. Don't judge me. I was just trying to create a bit more space for this other guy to dig away. I think I might be a terrible person. But like I was saying, it wouldn't be a Snow Does Something without a little sign for the person who made it. Thanks, Anna. And also, while we're at it, I know this has already been pointed out by lots of people before, but how on earth are those not the eyes for this thing? Mojang be cray cray. Well, now the outside of this big old build is done with our ever-growing cat family, we really should get round to sorting out this interior. Unless... No, we have to. So let's spin around and magically it will all be complete. Oh, wait, hang on. Let's give that another try. And we'll spin around and it will all be complete. Wait, I've seen other YouTubers do this and it worked for them. Let's give it one more spin and it will all be complete. Yay, it worked a treat. And I didn't even have to build it all myself. Just some Minecraft magic. So I'll give you a quick tour of the interior, shall we? In here, we've hidden the furnaces, but still kept a little bit visible so you can see the cart zooming across over the top. The chicken room is, well, pretty ugly, but there's not really much we can do to hide that. Also, side point, when I turn my mob sounds back up a bit, this was the biggest mistake I've ever made in Minecraft. The chickens and the cats! Through here, we've obviously got the iron farm, which has been chugging along really nicely. And then I haven't forgotten, this thing was supposed to be filled with chests, wasn't it? Well, if we head up these stairs, in here we've got a tiny little pokey bedroom. And then through here, we've got a not so tiny little storage room. And this bad boy has like 150 chests. So I think that should keep us going for a little while. But as you can see by all the junk out here, I have some serious organising that I need to get to. So I think that'll do for today's episode. Catch you on the next one. Laters! Do you think we should let him down?